Getting it real with RealChunWai on the hottest topics, frank, engaging and candid. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. He came from a poor family in Tarakan, Kalimantan, Indonesia. He faced great hardship and difficulties from very young. But despite his many hardships, he never gave up. Let's hear it from Onggy Hianata on how he stayed focused on his dreams. Good evening, Malaysia and followers from the world, including Indonesia. Tonight, we have indeed a very special guest. I'm really privileged and honored to have with us Bapak Onggy Hianata, tetamu khas kita malam ini. This is an incredible man. Okay, this incredible man because that he didn't go to school until third grade due to political and financial situation. Then he had to help his father to run a kedai runcit, or in Indonesia it's called toko kelontong. Okay, in Malaysia it's called kedai runcit lah. Okay, he had to collect firewood in the forest. He had to do farming. He had to raise chickens and other animals. And later on, Onggy went on to Surabaya to continue his college studies. In Indonesia, it's called kuliah, and where he had to take many jobs to support himself. It was very difficult. He had to sell corns or jagung bakar and vegetable just to supplement his studies there. And his life changed eventually when he began to realize the importance of self-studies, to educate oneself, and to learn about the success secrets of other people through books and seminars. He has a huge following around the world, and I can tell you it really means huge from across all continents. And in 2017, there was a movie made about him. In Indonesia, it's called biopic. It was about his life history in the movie entitled Terbang Menembus Langit, or to fly beyond the sky, to live and to achieve a success and to live and show your great potential. That was a big movie hit in Indonesia. It started some of the biggest Indonesian movie stars, including Dion Wiyoko and Laura Basuki, and also our Malaysian actor Chew Kin Wah, who played his father. In the movie, he is known as Achun, but we have the real Achun here right in front of us. Pak Onggy, please welcome Pak Onggy.
Hi, Chun Wai. You know your name is exactly my name also. In my Chinese name they call me Achun. So now both Chun in this forum.
Yeah.
How are you, Chun?
Very good,
I call you Chun because I am also Chun.
I told you, Pak Onggy, we are ditakdirkan as fated to meet because Tarakan is my favorite place in Indonesia. I've gone there so many times. Swim with the whale shark, swim with mantare, and it is beautiful. Pak Onggy, it's a privilege to meet you from someone from Tarakan.
Okay, this honor for me to be invited by you in your channel. I watch your channel. It's very inspiring. It's a very good channel, educative, and I think this kind of channel must go to the world more kind because entertain and also educative, inspirative. I love this kind of channel. And thank you for give me this opportunity to share a little bit. Yeah, Tarakan. Tarakan actually not a lot of people know. It's a small dot, only a small dot in between Sabah and Malaysia, yeah, and Indonesia. Yeah, Tarakan is a small island, but a beautiful, peaceful island. Yeah. Hopefully one day you come back again, Tarakan, then we can eat kepiting, ya.
Okay, Bapak. Untuk pengikut-pengikut saya, pengikut-pengikut gue di Malaysia yang tidak familiar dengan Bapak, mungkin Bapak boleh berkongsi cerita tentang perjalanan hidup Bapak dari Tarakan hingga sebagai seorang yang sukses di Indonesia. A small glimpse of your story.
Yeah, you know, Chun, I'm so lucky. Because I live in Tarakan. Is, you know, in 1970 something, we don't have the private TV in Indonesia. Most of the time we watch TV3 and RTM.
Okay.
Yeah, so I little bit understand bahasa Malay lah. So but Bahasa Malay a little bit different with Bahasa Indonesia. That's why sometimes I better use English a little bit. Even my English is so limit.
No problem.
Because when you use Bahasa Malay, I can misunderstand. Like you say kongsi, Bahasa Indonesia kongsi is joint venture. but in your language, kongsi is sharing, is right? Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, now and I can kongsi a little bit. I was born in a poor family, like I can say just don't want to say poor, it's a very limit in income because my parent, actually my father is an employee.
Oh.
He has 9 kids. Can you imagine at that time 9 kids? I really appreciate my parents. Raise up 9 kids at that time with a limit income. That's why my mother raised chicken and do some in kebun, they say kebun, bercocok tanam. Like kacang panjang, you know kacang panjang, terong, something like that to survive the family lah. So since I was 8 years old, I already used to work hard in this family. So work hard for me is become the second nature.
Papa, when you say that, in Indonesia, the word karyawan is a worker, right?
Yeah.
In Malaysia, karyawan is a writer.
Yeah. It's just very. Sometimes we can do some funny TV. Yeah. Like you say, budak is anak-anak.
Yeah.
In Indonesia, budak in Indonesia actually, is a slave. Budak is something that it's not good name it's a good terms in Indonesia. The budak. But bahasa Melayu budak is anak-anak, is that?
Yes. Okay, and then from there you finish school, you went to Surabaya. Okay, Surabaya, by that time you were already an adult, and you had to share your room with many other students. You had to again sell vegetables to supplement your studies. Tell me about that.
Yeah, because since my parents the income is so limited, because I have a dream. I think if I live in a small island like in Tarakan, I can see that my future is not there. That's why I pushed myself, went to Surabaya to study. They cannot support me the finance. Actually at the beginning my brother, because my father passed away already when I went to Surabaya. But my brother support me, but support is very limited money. That's why I must work extra. I do whatever I can do at that time to survive my life and study also at the same time. So at the because I study at the evening, morning I do anything that I can do. I like in the movie, I sold a jagung bakar. And chicken and something, and whatever I can do to earn money, I just do at that time.
In the movie which I followed, there was this point when you had become a father, and your child, you could not afford air condition, and you had to buy a small portable air condition, and then that really made you think, and like, is this the life that I want to continue? Because you could not afford to provide for your family. Was that a real incident or just a drama?
No, that is the real story. But of course in the movie they have a little bit drama, but the story behind is true. When my kids was born, I moved to Jakarta. And I live in a very small room, no aircon. So the whole body of my son is something go out some itchy,
Okay.
So I feel like a father. I'm something like useless at the time. I think why I become this kind of father, and I work extremely hard. Actually, I work extremely hard to buy an aircon, and thanks God, I did successfully to buy an aircon for my kids at the time. The first dream to come true in Jakarta.
In that particular scene, when you were trying to buy this aircon, there was this rusuhan or racial riot in Jakarta. Was that a drama or real?
That is a drama.
Okay.
That kind of stuff. But the event, I mean the event happened when I bought the aircon. Actually, is the moment that the May 1998 happened in Jakarta. Yeah, that is true. That I mean, at the timing is correct, but not exactly like the movie, because the according to the director, he say that in the movie we must have a little bit drama lah.
Yes.
Then that for that I agree.
And to record the moment.
Emotional part lah. To play the emotional part, sometimes they must have the drama. Actually, the basic story is the basic story is correct.
Okay lah. You had so many challenges, so many obstacles, so many rintangan, and that I'm trying to understand at what point when this was the turning moment, when you realized that look, there is more than what I have been doing. I had so many failures in life, and then was this turning point. You started to change your life. You said you started reading books and you started conducting courses. What was this change? Which brought so many changes?
Yeah, in Bahasa Indonesia, the people say the power of kepepet. You understand the meaning of the power of kepepet?
What does that mean?
Huh?
What does that mean?
Meaning that no way out. You must do something to come out in the situation.
Okay.
So because I don't have any family in Surabaya. I have a sister there, but I mean not a lot of family there, and they are also in a limited situation and not a lot of friends. The only thing is I must fight. I start to learn, find out who am I. Then I attended so many listen at the time, listen a lot of CD. At the time it's not CD, cassette, and read books. From that, I starting to find actually every single person, they have the potential when they know how to raise up themselves. By starting to finding myself actually. Yeah.
And many people of course would ask, even when I saw this movie, I was wondering, how do yourself, by reading and giving lectures and seminar, how can that help you to earn a living at that time? Was it possible? Because in the movie, of course, you also show that at first when you tried to do this, only a few people turned up, but eventually the numbers started to grow. Why is there an appeal of this kind in Indonesia? Why do people pay to listen to you?
No, actually, it's not they pay me at that moment, because I did join a business called network marketing actually.
Okay.
Yeah. In the business, I must improve myself. Okay. Then I must starting to conduct training. That's why I start reading book and listen a lot of cassette at that time. From that, I found out my strength point over there. Actually, I'm not a good speaker. I'm a shy person. I cannot talk in front of people. During the process that raised me up, actually, I thanks God for that process. Yeah.
Bapak, you consider yourself an inspirator, not a motivator. In many of the talks that I've listened, they say they're a motivator, but you say, I'm an inspirator. What's the difference?
I'm sorry when I share this one. I respect to all the motivator. I learned a lot from them also. Actually, people call me motivator. I don't feel it because I don't motivate people. I don't like to motivate people. We cannot motivate people. I can motivate you. How many days you can stay for the momentum. Most of the people went to the seminar, they get I'm on fire, fire. But after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and gone. And the fire is not there anymore. This is what I found out. And I found out that motivator, sometimes we don't do. We can motivate people by reading books. We can using the book story, then we motivate people, for example. But on the other hand, for me, inspirator is something you must done it. You have done it, then you show the way. mentoring people like you. For example, you are my inspirator in the world of media. For example, you are the expert. You have done it. You prove it. So you are my inspirator in this sense. You are not my motivator because as I say, better I inspire people. Then when people inspired by my action, actually they come out from the heart. It's not from the head,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you tell me about your boot camp program? How do you teach the people who join up? It's been going on for many years already, right?
In 2003, I started my boot camp because in 2001, I can say I'm financially free. And I can say humbly say that I'm totally financially free, time free. But since I came from the poor family, I came from the background like no future. I found out in my journey, a lot of people have the same condition like me. That's why, based on my experience, and I attended so many training and Indonesia and to the world, I can say I can go around the world to learn. I go to Europe to learn. I go to China to learn. I go to US to learn. I go to even Australia and Africa. And I went around the world. Then I think this is the right timing for me to add value to the rest of the people. That's why I started my bootcamp in 2003. Actually, at that time, only participants come from Jakarta, and Bandung, Palembang. The first boot camp.
I see.
But it's a very funny. I don't have the intention that so deep that the life changing for the attendant. And after the boot camp, the life changing for them. So from there, mouth to mouth, and slowly people come from Singapore, Malaysia, and today we have people around the world. We have more than 70 countries went to our boot camp today, all over the world. Yeah.
In all these countries that you have gone to and meet people and to talk to the participants, what would be the most common issues and most common concerns that these people face? And what do they look for?
I can say, Chunwai, actually, I can say these were people so-called six, six. And all over the world the same. I found out because I travel around the world, and also in the bootcamp attended for, the attendants come from different countries, right?
Yeah.
Almost the same condition. Actually, we have so many burdens that put inside our subconscious mind, actually. That sometimes is not very funny. For example, sometimes it's big guy, is a very big body and already 50 something, cry like a baby when they remember how the father, the mother treat him or treat her, something like that, this kind of burden, they can come out even they're so successful already in their life, but the burden is there. And the happiness is when they can dig. In the bootcamp we dig all the burden come out to release the burden. And the life totally change after that. You can see directly from the energy from them, from the aura of the face. The first day and the third day totally changed. And we have a lot of people, they want to commit suicide, and after the boot camp, they decided no. Then I asked them, do you still want to commit suicide? No, they say life is so beautiful now. And a lot of changing, people stop smoking, stop drinking and drugs and other bad habits. That is the happiness for me.
How do you, as you say that the first 3 days is all fire up, but there's always this tendency that people may go back to the old ways. Do you keep track of them, or your participants call you up to say that, look, I think I'm back to my old self? Does it happen?
Yeah, it's happened. Sometimes just say they stop smoking. Sometimes they can only survive for 3 months, 1 year, then they come back again to smoke. But we have a lot of participants also. They stop smoking already since the first day until now. Some of them even almost 15 years, 10 above 10 years, but still now they stop, totally stop.
Yeah.
You know why? Sometimes the environment is very
Yeah,
important.
that's right.
Yeah, you are what you read, you are what you listen, or the friend that you are together. Yes.
Yeah.
If you to every day with a smoker, slowly,
Mm.
and then if you're not strong enough, then you become smoker, and the rest of the same thing. Yeah.
I write a book. This is one of the bestseller in Indonesia. If you have not read it, I think many of you should read it because it's really a very inspiring book. And in this book, he says that some of the biggest issues that concern many human beings is that it's question of emotional baggage, ego, pride, unable to move on, and of course, they don't take care of their health. Now you talk about the difference between fixed mindset and growth mindset. Bapak, can you share with us the difference?
Yeah, when the growth mindset, I think we must learn lah. Yeah, in Chinese say, 活到老学到老. In English, people say there's no ceiling for learning.
Yeah.
For me, actually, even every time I watch you talk show, I can learn from the way you interview people, for example, and from the people who share. Then I can learn. Actually, even like we can learn from the kids,
Yes.
from a dog, from the nature.
Everyone.
This kind of people they have the grow mindset. Grow mindset is people they don't start learning. In Chinese say 活得老学得老. In English, people say there's no ceiling for learning. Actually, I do agree this kind of attitude. People who have this kind of attitude, I can say they have the grow mindset, because we can learn from anything, anybody. Like I watch you talk show, and I can learn a lot from you, the way you interview people, and the people share over there a lot of lesson that I can get, and we can learn from anybody. Even we can learn from the kids, we can learn from the nature, animal. The fixed mindset, sometimes they think they know, or if the term called IKEA. I know everything already.
Yeah.
and this kind of mindset, I do believe become a fixed mindset.
Yeah.
They think they know, they don't want to learn more. I think hotel or set is the right term for me.
Yeah, I think all of us learn something every day.
True.
It is when we become very egoistic, arrogant, then we think that we know everything and we don't have to learn anything anymore. That's where there's no growth in the mindset. Now, a lot of people who watch this program will say that, we must learn from Pak Onggy. We're going to spend the 40-50 minutes listening to Pak Onggy. Must ask this question, how do I become successful? How do I become rich? Becoming rich, especially for the Chinese community, is very big, must be rich, okay? But what is the difference between rich and wealthy, as you have put out in the book?
Yeah, because rich can be you have a lot of money, but maybe the income, most of the income you earn from your active income. Okay, meaning when you stop working, then your income will be stopped. Okay, and like this COVID-19, a lot of sad story happen, a lot of drama, because people earn a lot of money at the time, and they don't have any passive income, don't have any saving, they spending. And what happened after this COVID, a lot of people become poor. That is why if wealthy, no matter what you work or you don't work, you can survive. Some people say there's a period of time lah. Just say 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, you still can survive. You stop working, you're wealthy. But if you're rich now, one accident or something like this COVID-19, you don't have income, then you cannot survive anymore. That's called you only be rich at that moment.
And for some people, rich can means a lot of things. There are a lot of rich people who do not know how to value their life, do not know how to enjoy their life. Basically, they work 365 days. They are known to the family, but they have not contributed to the family, or they have not contributed even to the world when they are able to. So wherever money that they kept is for themselves. What is your view on this?
When you stop working, you don't have income anymore. Even you have so much money at this moment. For example, the COVID-19, a lot of drama, sad story. People suddenly don't have income. Before their life is, they have a lot of money. They drive a beautiful car, beautiful home. I have a beautiful home, and they can sell. People say they are rich. But what happened now? They sell the car, they sell the property, and so on, because they don't have income. They score rich. When wealthy, even like this COVID moment, no problem, because you have your earning is not come from the active income, and you have a lot of saving. The saving also generate passive income for you. That is they call wealthy. So in my mind, I think wealthy much better than rich.
Yeah. There are also people who are very rich, but they're not happy, or they have a big family with a lot of wives, and the children and grandchildren are all quarreling, and they're waiting for the father to die so they can take the money. There's also cases like this.
Yeah, that is the true story. What happened in the society. Actually, rich in finance and rich in life is totally two different things. If rich in finance, just now we share already, better become wealthy, but rich in life is good. For just now you sharing that people sometimes they are rich, but their life is not okay. If not okay or okay, talking about life, no one life is perfect. This is what I believe. But at least we can value our life, and other people can value our life. Like you say just now, quarreling, even the kids pray the father pass away first, then can get the money from the parent. I think that is not the rich life lah. You in this life that we must have value lah, according to me, not only rich in the finance only. Even like you inspiring people, you become rich in the sense of inspire other people. Watch this talk show, then they inspired by your channel. That you become rich in this sense. Okay, so life rich is very wide. Okay, many components of the life that we can get it in our life. If we can get more, that we can be richer and richer. This is why hotel or settle is so important. We must learn in the life lesson lah. Yeah, I'm so thanks God, because I have the opportunity to meet people around the world, and I can learn from people in Malaysia. I went to Kuala Lumpur so many times. Next time I go to Kuala Lumpur, I'm going to meet you. Yeah, I travel to Europe so many times. I travel to Africa so many times, and I can learn even in USA. I can learn from a different country, different culture. That's why we can appreciate more.
Yes. Now, I have a final question for you before we conclude this program. You made this this movie was made by you, and you wanted to also write a book about this your experiences. A lot of people in Indonesia assume that all the Chinese in Indonesia, they are born rich and they become rich. But in your case, of course, you came from a poor family. Why is that perception that all Chinese are rich?
Actually, it's true. You know, the perception in Indonesia, they think all Chinese is born rich. That is one of the reasons the director, Fajar Nugros, and he said, Onggy, you must make this movie, make it happen. Actually, at the time, still talking whether I want to make this movie or not. And he said to me, Onggy, you must do it. I say, why? You know, you came from a small island. Even most of the people don't know where is Tarakan, the small dot. and you went, even in Tarakan, you're living in the very kampung area, and you are Chinese, and your life is so poor. So you can inspire the rest of the people in Indonesia and open the mind that all Chinese is not come from a rich family, and to inspire people. So the main point of the movie to inspire. You know, I'm so happy. One day I meet one lady, and he said to me, "Oh, Pak Onggy, my father know you. How you know? How your father knows? Oh, through the movie of Terbang. Then I say, why? My father life changed totally after the movie.
Oh, okay.
He failed many times in the business, but when he watched the movie, You Never Give Up, then he inspire my father. And my father wake up and now successfully do the business because inspired by you. And this is the purpose of the movie. Like even the same thing in my books, because living in this world, according to me, I love the song, I was here. If you listen the song I was here, you pay attention to the lyric, it's very powerful. The footprint that we live in this earth, that one day in heaven we can say, okay, I can sing the song I was here.
Okay. One final message from you to people to all the followers who are watching this program, whether they're in Jakarta, whether they're in Kuala Lumpur, or whether they're in London or in Beijing. One message from you to everyone who are listening to this. What is your message and your message of hope to people who think that, look, there's no meaning for me. I've gone through, I've tried so hard, and I really want to give up because there's no meaning to it. What is your message to them, sir?
Give up actually can come to everybody's mind when they're in the struggle time. Happened to me too. So I can share to my brother, sister around the world. We must thank God that's still alive. This is why I mean it. And we must trust in God. Like if you watch my movie, still remember when I raise up my two hands, and before I just based on my power, I can do it, all my arrogancy that I think I'm strong, but actually I fell. Finally, and I say, God guide me. Then starting the time that my life totally changed, and I just follow the energy of I can say a spiritual path is a God way lah. Sometimes our way is not His way. For example, this COVID-19 is a lot of people living in the stress situation. I think no need. You cannot stop it. You just adapt it. Okay, you just adapt it. The same thing when you have any challenge, just adapt it. Just find out the way, and since you never give up, the day will come. And so easy lah. People say never give up. But when happen to you, sometimes we can give up easily too. The reason is why we still alive. Since we still alive, that is the message to you. That is opportunity for you have the future. So my brother and sister, if we have a challenge in life, remember that you are special. You and me are special. You are chosen by God from millions of sperm. You are the one chosen by God. Can you imagine that one? So if you can think like that, that you can bring out the best of you by pray, by doing, by learning, and struggle is good for me. I'm thanks. I mean it, Jun. I mean it. I mean, in my life, I'm so thank you. I'm facing so many challenges, and they give me stronger. Otherwise, I cannot lead a group of people around the world today in my organization, because my organization is worldwide. Because of my struggle, then I can understand life, and for that, for whoever in the world, whether you are in China, in UK, in Indonesia, Malaysia, Sarawak, or KL, anywhere in the world, you are chosen.
Yes. Thank you, Pak Onggy, for joining this program. The message from Pak Onggy is really inspiring. We are all the same, and that we all have the same vision. We love the same things. We have the similar wishes, and that we have the potential that we live. We need to just fulfill it and live it up. And the sky is the limit, as it's like. Be an eagle and to fly up high and leave your comfort zone. The difficulties that you face is just temporary. You just got to overcome it and live to the fullest. Try. Must always try. Thank you, Pak Onggy. I have been reading your book. I've been reading your book. Now I'm becoming your spokesman.
Thank you. Hopefully the book can inspire you also.
So I remember some of the things you have asked me to read, and it's really good. To all followers, thank you for joining Pak Onggy and myself. Please do follow us on social media. Thank you very much, and good night.
Okay, thank you so much for all the viewer in this program. So successful for you program. I pray for you. This 2022 will a great year for you. Thank you.
Thank you.